Right, boys and girls, welcome back to another video. I have just had a very big surprise come, so I'm just going to unbox it now on camera for you. I know exactly what this is, but I should show you once I open it. Can you guess what it is? Yet. Some good, adequate packaging there, I must admit. Oh, it's freezing. And this, boys and girls, is what a Sidewinder manifold look like. Lovely little wells, let's get a camera closer. So this is from 𝗦𝗫𝗂𝗯𝗲. I shall leave a link in the bio to order. This is perfect. So I believe I've got the 50mm wastegate, and then obviously the 𝗔3770 to fit onto there. Yeah. So I should probably take this around to the garage and then get it set up, because I'm going to wrap it in. I've got titanium exhaust wrap to wrap it in. They've got mounted to the engine, so. Right guys, so so you just saw me unbox the manifold, which is here. As you can see, I've got it sort of set up in my little workbench, because we are going to be wrapping it in Funk, as you can see, Funk Motorsport Titanium exhaust wrap. It did come with some metal ties, which are here. I brought some extra because they're in like 38p or something like that. Might be able to get them cheaper elsewhere, but I don't know. I brought them because I was ordering from the site, so I might as well. So I've got like maybe 20 in total. Because I'm probably going to have 5 down here, 2 up here somewhere. But I'm going to take you through how to wrap it. There's no right or wrong way to do it, because obviously every manifold is completely different. Obviously unless you have this one, so. But you know what I mean, like everyone wants to wrap it differently, start how they want, but there is a few things that you probably want to do to make your life easier. And safety, goggles or glasses, latex gloves, because fabric ones, the fiberglass goes straight through. You can double up if you want. And you also want something long sleeve, otherwise you are going to be itching like crazy. And I've tried the shaving foam trick, it doesn't work as good as they say. So yes, let me grab some bits and bobs and take you through it. Okay, so I'm colour matching. So you need a pair of scissors, probably some sharp ones. These ones aren't too sharp. Pliers, some like snippers, another set of pliers, gloves, jumper long sleeve, glasses. Glasses mainly because if you touch the fiberglass on your hands and touch your face, you don't want to go in your eye, obviously. So I'm not going to be wearing any, because the ones that got huge goggles and restrict me from seeing. So, but obviously I'm not going to touch my face. I've got spare gloves to change over if I need to touch my face and so on. But you shouldn't be touching your face around this stuff. So these are your little tools. I don't think you need much else. So yeah, let's get to it. Let me move you down to the other edge of the garage so there's a bit more light. Right, so you can see on the table, I'm going to have to crouch down a lot for this, so I might grab a little chair. go. So, you can get a little bit closer now. All these angles, man, you got to get it for YouTube. Right, so I don't know if you're meant to start with like the smallest or whatever, but I do know you need to. Where's the stitched edge? So apparently, the stitched edge, which is this one, is it? I'm actually stupid, boys. They both look stitched. It's gonna take a while, I guess, to say this one's the stitched edge. Because it looks like someone's gone back around. Oh well, whatever. But you want the stitch edge facing towards the collector, which is here. This is the collector. So this is the manifold side. So you start from here, work your way all the way down. I'm probably going to start with let's go with the shortest one, I think. So what you want to do is get a bit of this off. Now to measure it out, you'll probably just want to wrap. You go around a few times and get a rough estimation of how much you need. So just loosely wrap it. Some people do it other ways. I'm very OCD and I want, you know, the exact amount, so you don't waste any. So just bring that around a bit. Obviously some areas are going to be tighter than others, so it's going to be quite tricky to get wrapped around there. Like down here for instance, because the pipes are literally touching. So don't actually know what I'm going to do about that. Anyway, we'll loosely wrap it, add a bit more, and then we'll come to that when we come to that. So you get a bit around there. And you want to go by like a quarter when you wrap over. So get a rough feel for it. So probably one. I'd say about that much. And then that should give me a nice bit extra for down here. So make your slit. So I'm going here. Also, if you're wondering why you heat wrap these, is because you want to keep the lag down. So if it's, I believe if it's cooler inside, or sorry, keep the heat in, less lag. And also you want to protect all the other engine bay parts. So the turbo, your water lines, everything like that. You don't want them getting overly hot, and all the wiring that goes on. So. Like I said before, it's almost like it's a bit too tight to actually wrap around here, so I don't actually know the best way to go about this, but something like that we'll have to do for now. You never know, this might not be enough exhaust wrap and I might just fuck the whole thing up, but trial and error, you've got a decent amount of exhaust wrap to go by. So the first thing you want to do is trim off any excess, which is this little bit here, because this does fray very easily and it gets absolutely everywhere. So you want to start, do a 45-degree fold. So we'll tuck that engine, 45, which is like something like that. There you go, and that's your anchor. So you wrap that there. And you want to do one full revolution straight over, so you can see. Let me get it better. There you go. So that's roughly about 1/4. You just want to keep that same pattern going all the way around, and you want to keep pressure and pull it tight as much as you can. You might use more fabric around the outer edge, because obviously when you're on the bends. So you just want to keep that tight and keep your 1/4 overlap on the outer edge, because obviously that's what you're going to see. But like I said, I'm pretty OCD, so I like my stuff to be almost perfect. Obviously a lot of this I might time lapse because it's going to be the same process, but I'll take you through each one that I do. So what you can do when you get to this part, guys, actually, is if you really wanted to keep it nice and neat, you could wrap around that second pipe. Obviously you might need more now for this. You might have to add a bit more, yeah, I'm probably gonna need a bit more now. You could wrap around this, then go back round this. And that would give you that neater pattern. And then when you come to this bit here, you just go around once that way, then back through that gap. Obviously I haven't cut off enough for this one, so I'm going to go back, do this one pipe off camera, but you get the gist. Obviously you're going to be doing a whole line here, so don't worry too much about going all the way to the edge, because you're going to have to wrap around the collector and down into this as well. So I should do this one off camera and come back to the others. I actually started on the one inwards, started here, gone around this, and then back down to this one. This one I'll do the same thing, go around here, then come back over and go all the way to there. Well, I'll come this way. It didn't go down to there because this bit was not long enough or something. Also, I am going to tidy up the bottoms. I don't have the tool for this, it's on order. So I will re-slit this, fold it, and then tape it so it's all on the bottom of the engine base. You can see it. So next one, I'll do this quickly, back onto there, and I'll give you a little time lapse. But yeah, it should go all the way now. Just need a little bit of extra length. And go all the way from there down to there, onto this one. Then the rest will be solid and on their own. Or I might leave this one and go from the collector, then down. So it's all one piece. That way I don't have to try and put cable ties around this. And I'll be able to go around there and then get it nice and tight on there and back down to this. So I'll have a little play around, but I might do one of the longer ones now, just so I know a rough size what I need. So yeah, so I shall check the camera back on and go through, and then yeah. So a lot of this might be a bit of a time lapse, then I'll do it fitting on the engine and stuff like that. So yeah, I always say yeah a lot, don't I? Split shit, but oh well. Alright guys, so now I've come to the last part of the wrap. All I'm doing, so if you want you can put a plastic cable tie on it, help. But all I'm doing is folding down this edge, folding down this edge, one fold over, try and keep it as tucked as possible. I'm still pulling on this to keep it tight. So fold, fold, a little fold there, just to keep all the fraying inside. Like that. Get it nice and tight. Grab your cable tie. It's a bit tricky on your own, but you will manage, don't worry. Get that around there. Get it in, it doesn't need to be in line yet. Come on. Okay, is that free? So I'm going to do 2 on each one because they're a little bit wonky. I don't know yet. We should see. Once you've got it on roughly tight, grab a nice big set of pliers. There's an actual tool for this, but like I said before, I do not have it, so this gets a bit messy, but once I get the tool, I will go around and redo them. So make sure it's all nice and tight. And just grab that, try and give it a twist if you can. And I break it. Not what you want to do, boys. Not what you want to do. Bend it back round so there's no jagged edges. Like I said, I will go back round and do these properly. But this will have to suffice for now. So as you can see, this one was a lot easier. Obviously this is what I want to clean up at the ends. So that's why I'd want to do 1 cable tie here, and then 1 at the bottom. It's nice and neat. Same with this one looks very loose because I've only got 1 cable tie on it. It's a bit padded here because I need to trim a bit off. So yeah, so far so good. As you can see, so I just got to do this long one, this one, which should be fine because it's not touching anywhere. The only reason this is touching is because I asked him to raise it up so that I could get a water pipe on stock, but the water pipe's going to need modifying anyway, so it's okay. That's probably why it's a little bit tight around here, because I don't think Sam had a problem. We got similar manifolds. So yeah, but yeah, looks very nice. It's going to keep all the heat in and not disperse it anywhere in the engine bay. So I should come back once I get to the collector part and the wastegate, because I still don't know what I'm going to do yet, because it's going to be the hardest part of the whole thing, is tying it all back together. So I'll come back. Alright guys, so I got it all wrapped. I didn't record this part because it literally took me an hour just to get this part almost perfect. It's still not perfect, still need to do a little bit more, but it's on. Let me just turn it over so you can see. There you go, so it's on. That's how it'll look from above. There's literally nothing I can do about this like loose stuff here. Obviously I'm just going to put a cable tie on it and hopefully it just go tight. But other than that, this is as good as you're going to get. Obviously as you can see, I had to wrap like round a few pipes to go back on itself. But that should do. Now time to put it on the engine and get it what it looks like. Also, if you haven't got a set of these are the RH Performance stud kits that me and Sam sell. Stainless steel studs, gold-ring 𝗦𝗏𝗧 studs. Some idiot put an M7 drill bit, M7 helicoil kit on this, so not me, but not naming anyone. So yeah, so I'm going to put all these in. I am going to get this fixed before obviously the car goes on the road, but I record me setting this up and then that'll be video done really. So let me get along to that. Right guys, as you can see, it is all on, looking fabulous. So I just want to say big thanks to Gary from 𝗙𝗧𝗍 for getting this set up for me. It is perfect. I know the water pipe doesn't fit, but they're gonna have to be modified anyway because it gets in the way of everything else as well for the turbo and that. So, and also thank you to Funk Motorsport. Great, literally I didn't even need the whole roll to do this masterpiece. So thank you very much. Please leave a like, comment and subscribe, and I shall see you in the next one.